Thank you for joining me for this meditation for grief. Grief can result from a variety of types of losses. Some kinds of losses are well recognized. For example, death of a loved one, divorce, or loss of a job. Other types of losses can be just as difficult to deal with, but may be less well understood. Losses may include loss of a pet, relocation, changing jobs, infertility, illness, or any other event that changes life plans. Whatever your situation, your grief is real and your loss is important. Before thinking about your loss and beginning the process of dealing with grief, let's start by relaxing. Close your eyes and just sit or lie quietly. Take a slow, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel your body sinking into the surface you are on. We will practice an easy breathing exercise. Breathe slowly in for 4 seconds, breathing out for 8 seconds, and maybe add a small pause at the end before starting that long inhale again. Continue on for a few rounds as you listen to the waves. In and out. Keep breathing slowly and calmly, letting your breath relax you. Feel your whole body becoming lighter, relaxed, totally limp, so calm, so serene. Become friends with this feeling. You can come back to this place any time that you need. Now that you're starting to feel more relaxed, let's focus on dealing with grief. Feeling grief is very tiring. You may have been feeling tired, stressed, and burned out lately, and this may be caused by the grief process. It is normal to be short-tempered and have problems with memory and concentration. These symptoms of dealing with grief can be troubling, but they are normal and they will go away. You will gradually get back to feeling like yourself. Right now, you are healing. The process of dealing with grief is similar to the process of recovering from a physical injury. When a physical injury occurs, the body needs time to heal. Dealing with grief is no different. The mind and the heart need time to recover and to heal. You need the time to cope and to deal with the grief. Be kind to yourself, be patient, and give yourself this needed time. Don't hide it away. Meet it right where you are. What you are going through is normal and natural. There are several stages of grief, and it is normal to experience these stages, many of them more than once. It is normal to experience numbness, a time where you do not feel very much at all. This does not mean that you are insensitive or that you do not care. Rather, it is the mind's way of protecting you and a normal way of processing a traumatic experience, such as a loss. Another stage you may experience is anger. You may find that you are angry, frustrated, upset. It is okay to be angry when you lose something that is important to you. Angry towards the person or thing you lost. Angry at the world, at the causes of your loss. You may even feel angry towards others who have not been through what you have. Your thinking will become more clear as you cope with grief. The passage of time will help to decrease the irrational thoughts and the anger. You will probably go through a stage of questioning, wondering why, trying to get answers. It can be hard to understand why losses happen. It is a heavy burden to put on yourself to try to get an answer for something that you may never receive. Life and people are not always logical, and we rarely get the closure of the why. Allow yourself the permission to let this go and to not hold on to it. Another stage in dealing with grief is a stage of loneliness and sadness. This is a time of low energy, feeling slowed down, sad, maybe even depressed. During this time, it is hard to focus and concentrate. You experience memory problems, sometimes feel confused, distracted, have difficulty sleeping, like you are not yourself. It is normal to feel this way because you are grieving. It is okay to feel sad and upset when you experience loss. These feelings can be very intense and painful. While you are getting through this pain, remember that it will gradually decrease as you heal. Even though it may feel like the sadness will go on and on, you will not feel this way forever. Acceptance is another stage of grief. During this stage, you begin to recreate a new life in the aftermath of the loss. You begin to accept that things have changed. Your life is different. Maybe not better, maybe not worse, just different. Acceptance is the act of coming to the realization that the loss has occurred, but you can move on. It is normal to process through the stages of grief in your own way and your own time. It is okay to ask questions and to feel upset. You have the right to grieve, and you can get through this. You will feel better, and you will make a new life. Your new life may be different than the life you had planned, but you cannot always plan for losses. It is okay to experience a variety of emotions. It is okay to be angry. It is okay to be sad. It's okay to feel relief. And you do still care, even if you feel relieved in some ways. It's okay to feel guilty. It's okay to feel impatient, to get upset at things that may seem small and insignificant. You're going through a hard time, and a confusing mix of feelings is completely normal. This is the human experience of grief. You are coping. You are dealing with grief, and you will come out the other side. You did not deserve this loss. It is not your fault. You are dealing with a situation that is challenging, difficult, perhaps devastating, and you cannot be expected to be over this immediately. There may not be any reason why things happened this way. Many of the things that happen in life do not make sense. But you can grow and become stronger as a result of these challenges, even though there is no explanation as to why. Even after you have dealt with the grief, you will have times where you feel like you are right back where you started. This is normal. Everyone has their own way of going through the process of dealing with grief, and you do not need to grieve in any particular way. Do what is right for you. You can cry or not, be more busy or less busy. Feel it in your own way. Though you need time and solitude to come to terms with the loss you have experienced, it is also important to accept support from others. Reach out to someone who can offer you support. It is okay to ask for what you need. Often, people do not know how to support you, and they feel relieved if you ask for something specific. So ask for help, even if it's just calling a friend and asking to eat a meal together. Any small act of support can help you to feel less alone. You may even want to seek out others who are dealing with grief, to find support from people who can relate to what you are going through. You can find support groups in the community or on the internet. Most importantly, you know you are not alone. Let's conclude this exercise with some relaxation to allow you to get a break from the grief that you are going through. Focusing on your breathing for a few moments, going back to that count of 4 and 8, breathing slowly in and out. In and out. Slower and deeper, relaxing your whole body. Create a picture in your mind, imagining a peaceful place where you have no worries. You may picture a comfortable room, quiet, peaceful, or maybe even a beautiful place next to the ocean where you can feel the breeze. Imagine that this place is warm and it has a comfortable place for you to sit or lie down where you can relax. Maybe on a pile of soft pillows, releasing all of your worries with a sigh. In this place, you have no cares, no worries, no problems, nothing to think about at all. This is a place where you completely relax. You can take a break here, even if just for a few moments, to get away from all the stress and tension. Picture this in your mind. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Create a detailed image of this place. So comfortable, warm, safe, complete serenity. You can return to this place in your imagination when you need a break, any time that you need. Whenever things get difficult and you need a rest, you can find your way back to this place. Now it's time to conclude this relaxation exercise. You may choose to reawaken or to drift off to sleep. I'll count down from 5 to 1. If you decide to wake up, let yourself become more and more aware with each number, until at 1 you are fully awake and alert. If you decide to sleep, become sleepier and sleepier with each number. I wish you the very best on your healing journey. Remember, you are loved and you are not alone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.